If you want to be good, you really don't have a lot of choices because it takes what it takes.
You're working 15 hours a day. That's just the entry level to winning. Okay, that doesn't mean nothing. That just means you've decided to enter the gates of winning.
You want to reach greatness? You want to make every single one of your dreams a reality? You want to live like a winner? Well, you got to be willing to grind every fucking day.
I remember one day I was sitting on the couch, on the ticker on the TV, the emergency broadcast system came up. Stay inside, freezing rain, icy conditions, high winds, stay inside. It was like beeping, stay inside. And Goggins was like, this is amazing, man. Let's go for a run.
You must learn to act even when you don't feel like it. Tap into that savage mentality within you. Do you think a savage cares about their feelings? No! They simply take action, regardless of how they feel.
Did he ever wake you up?
Every day. Come in and tap me on the shoulder.
Time to get up. Let's do
With my wife
this.
right next to me.
Jesus Christ.
It wasn't time to do this. It was, get up, motherfucker.
If you stay in bed, if you stay on the couch, if you stay in your comfort zone, if you only do what is easy, your life will be hard. But if you do what is hard, if you get up, if you grind, if you are relentless, if you work as hard as possible, when other people are slacking off, your life will be easy.
If you want to be the best of the best, you're going to be working flat out like 16 hours a day, 7 days a week, hopefully not exhausting yourself because you're in one hell of a competitive environment.
I'm just thinking how funny it is where I'm going to be tomorrow morning and my competition still drinking down their fears and they're, trying to escape their current reality, Friday night party. So they're going to go out there and party it up and everything else to find some relief to the stressful life they live in. That's a both temporary relief. I'm working tonight for a permanent relief. That's why I laugh. I laugh on how much further I'm getting ahead of them.
Look me in the eye. It's okay if you're scared. So am I. But we're scared for different reasons. I'm scared of what I won't become. And you're scared of what I could become. Look at me. I won't let myself end where I started. I won't let myself finish where I began. I know what is within me, even if you can't see it yet. Look me in the eyes. I have something more important than courage. I have patience. I will become what I know I am.
I had to stop thinking normal. I had to stop thinking normal. I can no longer be a common man walking around doing common things.
When you start forcing yourself to go harder, getting up earlier, going to bed later, not letting yourself off the hook when it's the weekend, when everyone else is having a good time, people are gonna think you're crazy. They're gonna make fun of you. They're gonna call you a psycho. They're gonna talk shit about you and spread rumors about you and try to tear you down.
I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't F around, I don't party, I don't go out. Am I lame for that? Absolutely. And to be lame in the eyes of somebody I would never want to be like is nothing but an absolute success. You see, it's only an uncertain person that needs company in what they do to feel like it's the right thing. But real confidence stems from doing what's best for you, even if that means doing it alone. My biggest confidence comes from consistently pushing myself and leaving no gap between what needs to be done and what I do. And on day 1962 in a row of running every morning, look who's out here with me. Not a soul. And that's just fine.
It's 1 a.m. I'm going for my third workout. Do I want to go to the gym? Absolutely not. I'd rather lay in my house and sit in the movie theater and watch movies.
My life is like I'm running from a pack of starving wolves. If I slow down at all, I will be eaten alive. Like I have one choice, and it's to keep going as fast as I can, or I'll be torn to pieces. And that's what it felt like. And I love that. Like that sounds so like negative and dark, but like I love that. It was such like a motivation.
If you want to be great, you want to be a badass motherfucker,
mediocre ever at what you do, you're going to be misunderstood by everybody because you're going to be so fucking obsessed and so driven to get there. That's what it takes.
That's the truth.
It takes every second of your fucking life. Anybody says balance? Yeah, balance is important for a lot of fucking people. It is. But if you want to fucking go to that edge where people do not like you, don't understand you, question everything you fucking do, you've arrived. When you are misunderstood to the point where fucking people think you're psycho and you're nuts and you're this and that, why are you in the fucking gym at 1 o'clock in the fucking morning? You just got to doing an op for 13, 14 hours after Ranger School, man, at the gym. What's wrong? You will never understand what is wrong with me.
So you don't waste time worrying about what everyone else is doing or what anyone else thinks of you. You just do whatever the fuck it takes to get whatever the hell you want.
It's easy to beat most people and get ahead. Why? Because the world's lazy. That's where you gain the advantage. Everyone will talk about it, they'll post about it, they'll make plans about it, but nobody wants to roll up their sleeves and just go get it.
I won't let myself end where I started. I won't let myself finish where I began. I will become what I know I am.
Who cares what they say? Just execute. Who cares what they think? Just execute. Execution is worshipped. And when you get it done, you'll show the world what you're really made of.
If you even have this much savage in you, if you are willing to go out there and grind and work hard, everything out there right now is for the taking. And these people that don't want to, stay home, man. Stay home and do your thing. Good luck. Yeah, I wish you all the luck in the world. There's going to be a small group of hungry savages out there that are going to run every one of you over. And you can sit home and you can cry and complain about how you didn't get yours and it's because this person had this opportunity that you didn't have. It's all bullshit crybaby stuff that's going on.
To become your best self, there can be no days off. No days off learning. No days off searching. No days off gratitude. No days off self-care. No days off creating. No days off growing. No days off asking how. How can I be better? No days off. No days off. No days off. Are you with me?
Well, greatness is not meant for a few chosen people. It's meant for those who persistently pursue their dreams every day and make that choice when they wake up. So just a mentality, really.
You gotta be willing to put in more energy and more effort than you ever have. That's gonna take you reaching the level of what you would normally call your limit and going past it.
Because every limit you have is one that you set yourself in your own mind. You've accepted it as your standard at one point or another. So now is the time to decide that you are gonna go higher. You are gonna work harder. You are gonna go further. You are gonna raise your game.
Make a personal declaration and wage a war against being average. You have full control over your mind. You're at the steering wheel of your life. You dictate what you become. You just have to get a grip and demand control. The situation you're in right now, it's uncomfortable. It's miserable. It sucks, but it's manageable.
You have the power to do more than you can ever begin to imagine. Don't underestimate yourself. You don't know enough about yourself to become a cynic. And so you've got to challenge yourself to access that power that you have within you. You're more than a conqueror.
Your execution, your actions, your completed tasks will speak for themselves. They will be the things that talk the loudest about who and what you are. And when you do this, you become a champion. Champions are built from execution. They aren't made sitting around gossiping about other people's lives and whatever the hell they're doing. No, they're made by getting shit done.
My mind is a storm. I don't think most people would want to be me. They may think they would want to be me, but they don't know. They don't understand.
Most people quit at the slightest struggle. Most avoid the hard yards. They won't spend extra time studying. They won't push past their comfort.
Cause yes, it's tough, it's grim, it's solitary, and that's my edge. That's where I separate myself from the crowd. When you're grinding away in the dark hours, when everyone else is sleeping, taking time off, chilling out, and you're working your ass off, you get miles ahead of everyone. You're gonna get to the point where you are so much further ahead of all those people that they don't even understand how you can get that much stuff done.
Listen to me. If you have battles in your life, that need to be won. I'm telling you, you need to get that warrior helmet on and go win the battle. You need to suck it up and step up to the challenge. There's no days off until you win your battle. If you want a great life, there can be no days off. I don't know what your battle is. Maybe you're fighting cancer. Maybe you're broke. Maybe your relationship is breaking down. Dig deep and find that warrior within. It's warrior time, and we will not rest until victory is on.
Reggie Jackson struck out 2,600 times in his career, the most in the history of baseball. But you don't hear about the strikeouts. People remember the home runs. Thomas Edison conducted 1,000 failed experiments. Did you know that? I didn't know that. Because the 1,001st was the light bulb. Every failed experiment is one step closer to success. You've got to take risks, and I'm sure you've probably heard that before. So I had to be here. I had to come, even though I was afraid I might make a fool of myself. In fact, if you really want to know the truth, I had to come exactly because I might make a fool of myself.
Because nobody ever gets anywhere great with an easy ride. You gotta be willing to work like hell in order to get there. The best in the world at anything did not get there by mistake. They keep working and keep working and keep working and never take their foot off the gas. They never stop. They never quit.
No, you see, it's impossible. And plus your name who can pronounce Schwarzen Schnitzel or something like that. No one can pronounce that, so forget about it, Arnold. This is the kind of thing that I heard. Imagine, you go from studio executive to studio executive, from agent to agent, from manager to manager, and they all said exactly the same thing. Now that's very encouraging, isn't it? But you know something? I didn't give a shit. I didn't. Because I believed that I can be a leading man. I believed that I could be another Clint Eastwood or another Burt Reynolds. I believed that I could be those people. I said, there's enough room on that ladder that I can fit up there. And I looked back again and learned from what I learned in sports. It's all about the hard work that you put in.
And they never allow anyone else's opinions or criticisms of what they're doing with their life steer them off course. They shut all of that shit out and focus on getting the work done.
Life doesn't give you what you want. It reflects who you are. That means showing up every single time on time. Why? Because I strive to be the best. It's a binary choice. Either you are or you're not. Either you excel or you simply won't. You either become what you aspire to be or you don't. It's not influenced by external circumstances, but by internal ones.
Here's the thing. Let the laughs, the mockery, the comments, the jokes that they cracking on the text chain, whatever it is they're doing, let that be the fuel to remind you that what God is doing, people are laughing, and they're laughing because they're noticing. If they're not laughing, then you should be a little concerned about what you're doing.
Yeah.
If you want a great life, there can be no days off. No days off. The desire to improve. No days off. Wanting better for your life and those you care about. You're going to have days where you go backwards instead of forwards. You're going to have days where you make mistakes, where you screw up, where you fail. Yes, there will be bad days. There's going to be days where it seems like everything and everyone is against you. But on no day will you give up. There will be no day that you will give in. There will be no day where you concede defeat. You're a warrior, and warriors never give in until the battle is won. Warriors are focused. Warriors are all in. There's nothing but victory. A warrior doesn't rest until the battle is won. Is your battle won?
Any way you can be great at doing what you love to do, you got to commit to it. You can't want something but not put in the work. And it doesn't matter what you're doing in life, no matter what it is. It could be a professional athlete, or it could be an artist. It could be a doctor. It could be anything in the world, a president of the United States. But you got to put the work in. And I think if you put the work in, the results will happen organically.
And most important, you got to find happiness too. You know, if you're having fun, enjoying what you're doing, you want to do it every day because it's something that you really enjoy doing and you don't look at it as work.
You know what crazy means? Crazy means that you have the ability to see things that other people can't. That's what crazy means. And if you're not fucking crazy, you're never going to succeed at anything in life. Everybody has got to be a little bit off. Anybody that's done something great, they don't think like anybody else. They can't. And the people that tell you you can't do it, you know what your response to them is? Watch me. Watch me.
Other people are going to get slowed down. Other people are going to take a break. Other people are going to flinch. Other people are going to cool it. Other people are going to believe they've made it. Or maybe some people are going to believe they can't make it. But you're going to be relentless. You're going to be repetitious. You may not be the fastest. You may not be the smartest. You may not be the strongest. You may not be the most beautiful. You may not have the most articulate thoughts and ideas in the world. But what you got is one more. And when they get weak, you just keep company. When they flinch, you blow their doors off.
Anybody is capable of achieving anything. I actually believe that because I think human beings are designed to change. You're capable of breaking any pattern. You're capable of getting control of your health. You're capable of launching a business. You're capable of making millions of dollars. You're capable of healing your trauma, of finding love, of doing absolutely anything that you put your mind to, as long as you are willing to do the work for it and as long as you give up your timeline. Because I do believe that people who put in the work get rewarded. But you just might not get rewarded when you think you're going to be. And it might not be the reward that you thought you were going to get.
So get rid of all the excuses and reasons why you think you can't succeed. They are all lies. Every excuse you've ever made in your life is nonsense. Because there are people out there who have faced worse circumstances than you, encountered greater challenges than you, endured more struggles than you, and yet they still accomplish their goals every single day of their lives. That's how you win in life, is you keep getting after it and keep getting after it until the job gets done. So a lot of people can be excited for a day. They can be excited for a month, but the winners, they stay excited as long as it takes to get the job done. You're going to knock down whatever that rock is that's been between you and your dream. You're going to be relentless. You're not going to give in. And you know long term, all these other people, they're going to flinch, they're going to get weak, and you won't. You can't control all the exterior things in your life, people's attitudes, how they treat you, but you can control this. You can always make the next phone call, always do one more meeting, always do one more, always, always, always. And I promise you, you will knock down that rock that's in between you and your dream and make them come true.
What's your definition of greatness? I think the definition of greatness is to inspire the people next to you. Yeah, I think that's what greatness is or should be. It's not something that lives and dies with one person. It's how can you inspire a person to then in turn inspire another person that then inspires another person. And that's how you create something that I think lasts forever. Yeah. And I think that's our challenge as people, is to figure out how our story can impact others and motivate them in a way to create their own greatness.
Don't allow pain to undermine your belief in your potential. Your body hears everything your mind tells it. Any discomfort you experience in a situation is remembered by your body, but it's merely the messenger.
Invest in today for a better tomorrow. That's exactly what we're doing here, being smart about it. Mindset comes first. If we aimlessly go through the motions without knowing our purpose, we end up being average, forgotten, unnoticed. Put an end to that. You must be more intelligent than the average person. You gotta work hard and you gotta work smart.
There's no days off. Maximum commitment to your goal. 100% focus. You see nothing but your goal. You hear nothing. You taste nothing. You breathe nothing but your goal. And you do not rest until it is yours.
Learn to be your best self, even when you lack the motivation. Stop relying on a feeling to dictate your life. Discipline your mind to get up and get it done no matter what. When things are going bad, those with a savage mindset don't quit. Their only focus is figuring out how to overcome the situation. Quitting is not an option. They strive to thrive, not just survive. It's a commitment, not a feeling. Commitments have nothing to do with your feelings. You do it because you're supposed to. When you get up in the morning, you don't give yourself a choice. You grind no matter what.
When you're just not feeling it, you gotta force yourself. When everything in you is kicking and screaming, you have to take control and tell yourself, I do not stop.
Just do things, and if you like it, you'll probably be better at that than anything else you choose to do. Because you will invest even your downtime doing it. And as the saying goes, pick something you would do for free and make that your career, and you'll never live a sad day in your life. Pick something that you love.
The quality of your life comes down to your level of self-discipline. You have to challenge yourself. You have to discipline yourself. You have to encourage yourself. That is the only way you can master yourself. You cannot change your life overnight. You have to take it step by step. You have to get up when you don't want to get up. You have to work out when you don't feel like working out. You have to study when you know you need to study. Discipline is a muscle that you build every single day of your life. It's your job to maintain it, to do the hard things and train harder and harder every day to get better and better and build a life of greatness. Who are you when no one is watching? Are you the one who's up before everybody else? Are you up at midnight, 1 a.m., grinding, putting in miles, putting in those extra reps, putting in that blood, sweat, and tears, working on your craft? Because it's what we do when no one is watching that separates the best from the rest.
When you do the things most people aren't willing to do, you'll live the life most people never will.
When you look back after working your butt off, you will see that every challenge that was ever put in front of you, all the knockdowns, breakdowns, and every bit of the pain and daily struggles will all be worth it.
The question isn't, can you handle the situation? The question is, can you handle your mind? Can you manage the thoughts and the emotions that are trying to poison your progress? Forget managing the situation. Manage your mind.
Think about the things that you tell yourself, the lies you use to rationalize taking the easy road. I don't have time. I don't have support. I don't have the right equipment. I'm too busy. I'm too tired. I'm too sore. I don't have the energy. I'm just not feeling it. These are all flat out lies. The only thing that's actually stopping you is you.
You mustn't allow your impulses to govern and dictate your reality. You cannot keep repeating the same foolish mistakes over and over and over and call it your life.
If you think your life is bad, it isn't. No, what's bad is your ability to modify, to make alterations, to make corrections. You fix that, you'll fix your life. If you don't like where you are right now, turn around and look at what you've done. You built every single step to create this. No accidents. Just taking the easy road too many times. Not getting up. Not putting in that extra rep. Not putting in that extra mile. Those are the little inches that add up to be first place or forgotten. But you have the ability to improve, to make a greater effort every single day. You gotta commit to yourself that you're gonna push yourself harder than you ever have, harder than anyone expects of you, harder than you think you can.
I'm gonna share a few things with you that hopefully will help the pain to subside. You can read them if you want. You can read them again later if you feel like it. But honestly, man, if I spend all this time typing this out to you, and you don't allow it to be a tinder to your fire, well, you're just letting us both down. And you don't have to do that. You don't have to do anything. But you get to choose.
I'm gonna give you 4 rules that if you can obey, if you can make these rules a command, I believe not only will the pain subside, but perhaps transformation could take place from the inside. Rule number 1, there are no more 0 days. What is a 0 day? A 0 day is when you don't do a single solitary thing towards whatever your dream or goal is in this life. So I want you to make a conscious decision that there will be no more 0 days. Now, I'm not saying you gotta kill yourself, but the point I'm trying to make is that you need to promise yourself that your new program, your new system will be a life lived of no more 0 days. This means that when the day is over and you look up and it's 11:58 at night,
You did something. No more 0 days. I mean, I don't care if it was one push-up, one sit-up, one page of the book. You feel me? But just make a decision that there will be no more 0 days. You see, when you're in the vortex of being bummed and you are trapped in the pattern of self-sabotaging behavior, you get used to it. And the only way you are going to break out is with a massive string of consistent non-zero days. That's rule number 1. Rule number 2 is that you are going to have to be grateful to the 3 U's. Call it mumbo jumbo if you want to. Newsflash, the 3 U's are the past you, the present you, and the future you. And if you want to love somebody and have someone to love you back, you got to learn to love yourself. And the 3 U's are key. You got to be grateful for the past you, for the positive things you've done, and do favors for the future you, like you would for your best friend. You feeling bad today? Stop for a second and think of a good decision you made yesterday. That salad, that fish, that protein shake, instead of a burger or fries. Did you save money in your past to buy something that resonated with you? And thank the past you. Are you currently saving toward that dream or that goal you have, or that improbable feat? Then you need to be grateful for the present you. The last part of the 3 U's is you gotta love your future self. You gotta do your future self a favor. I know you might be tired. You may be addicted to a video game or a television series. Not today, present self. This one's for future me. No PlayStation, no Xbox, no distraction. I don't care if it's one more push-up or one more sit-up or one more page in the book. You see the cycle of doing something for someone else, future you, and thanking someone for the good in your life, past you, is the key to building gratitude and productivity. Don't doubt me. Over time, you should spread that gratitude to others who have helped you on your path. Rule number 3, you are going to have to forgive yourself. I mean it. Maybe you have all the know-how, the money, the ability, strength, and talent to do whatever you want to do. But let's say you still don't do it. Now you're going to give yourself a tough time for not doing what you need to do. Pick your head up. Being disappointed in yourself causes you to be less productive. If you can forgive yourself, you can be healed from the past, equipped for the present, and cast vision for the future. You owe you. Forgive you. And get on with the rest of your life. Rule number 4 is the easiest, and it's 3 words. Exercise and books. That's it. Pretty standard advice, but when you exercise daily, you actually get smarter. You get crystal clear about the road ahead. When you exercise, you position yourself to win the war. When you exercise and you push yourself, you will test the limitations of your soul, and you'll become crystal clear, both internally and externally, that all you have is all you need. As for books, almost everything we've ever thought or felt or gone through or wanted to know how to do has been figured out by someone else. So get some books. Read books that will help you understand. Read books that will get you crystal clear on your future. Reading gets you to the next level faster. One last piece of advice though. If you wake up tomorrow and you can't remember the 4 rules, I just laid it out for you. Read this again. Watch this video again. Don't forget, 9-0 days as much as you can. The 3 U's, gratitude and favor, forgiveness, exercise, and books. This is how you can dominate and get an unfair competitive advantage in the marketplace and in the game of life. And this is the road to self-improvement, physically, emotionally, mentally. You got this, man. No more 0 days.